Welcome to the T-Pac Arcade. Today's game is Twinbee for the Nintendo Famicom. In this 1986 shoot-'em-up from Konami, Dr. Cinnamon's fighter planes Twinbee and Winbee set out to stop the onslaught of evil Lord Spice. Sounds adorable and tasty. So, Twinbee is a vertically scrolling shooter with 5 stages that loop indefinitely. You navigate each level by taking out incoming waves of enemy ships and ultimately the stage boss. Your standard cannon serves you well here, but there are also stationary pinecone turrets that you can only get rid of with bombs. On the bright side, cannon shots and bomb drops can both be used simultaneously, and the bombs have an auto-targeting system that locks in on pinecones whenever you fly close enough. Which I appreciate, as someone with an involuntary urge to kick pinecones off the sidewalk whenever I see them. Because I have no auto-targeting system, and the squirrels on the fence probably think I'm an idiot when they see me whiff and fall over trying to punt a pinecone mid-stride. But there is a downside to Twinbee's bombing mechanic. While it takes 2 hits to kill you, the first one blows your arms off, removing your ability to drop bombs altogether. Luckily, that triggers a little ambulance cube to restore your limbs, but only once per life. Saving the Earth from Lord Spice is a hard enough job that you'd think the provided health insurance wouldn't be so stingy, but maybe dental and vision coverage is great, so who's to say? The most novel aspect of Twinbee is its upgrade system. Power-up bells appear from behind clouds, and continuously shooting them can juggle them in the air and cycle through different colors for various abilities. Yellow is a point bonus, blue is a speed boost that's borderline indispensable for avoiding enemies, white is a double shot that's particularly helpful for making short work of bosses, red is a shield that comes in handy for bullet-heavy stages, and flashing red gives you a pair of shadow ships for additional firepower. I like how unique the bell system is, but at the same time I hate how easy it is to cycle past the color you need by shooting the bell one too many times, and how the bells can block your shots from hitting enemies, and how they tend to fall into a cluster of bad guys right when you've just managed to get the right color and you're trying to grab the upgrade. Imagine actually winning something cool from a claw machine, only to find the prize slot covered with barbed wire when you reach down to collect it. Not cool, Twinbee. Not cool. So this game is a forerunner of the cute-em-up subgenre, and its visuals really speak to that. I mean, right from level 1, all the enemy ships are adorable flying fruits and vegetables, and even Twinbee's death animation is cute in a kinda morbid way, since it flashes to a goofy little spaceship skeleton before respawning. I will say though, this made it all the more jarring when I found myself dodging knives falling from the sky in level 2. I think the theme was kitchenware, but even still, the strawberries and eggplants up to that point didn't exactly prepare me for getting stabbed by the heavens. I also can't really comment on the visuals much past level 3 because that's where I found out my copy of Twinbee is a bit glitchy, and half the graphics became a garbled mess. A bunch of the background turned into random tiles from the title screen, and I was being attacked by what looked like 8-bit abstract art. The audio held up just fine the whole time though, which is great since the background music is fun even if it's the same for every stage. That wee woo siren for the ambulance cube is a nice touch too. Gave me some hope for survival after suffering some unfortunate loss of limb and damaged pride. Not too much hope though, because the difficulty curve in this game gets really steep really fast. I thought I could clear a loop with just turbo fire and a bit of persistence, but after getting instantly smoked on stage 5 every time I got that far, I had to resort to save states, and I still barely managed to finish. Not to mention how hard the second loop seems, considering I couldn't even survive 30 seconds into it once I got that far. Merciless challenge aside, my favorite part of Twinbee is the occasional hidden surprises under blown up pine cones. Usually you just find an apple for extra points, but sometimes there's a star that clears the whole screen of hazards, a medicine bottle that restores your shield, or a piece of candy that gives you a spread shot. If I could change one thing here, I'd find a way to adjust the bell system to be a bit less cumbersome. Obtaining power-ups shouldn't be as hard as defeating the end boss, and yet, Twinbee gives new meaning to that old quote about the coming of death. Ask not for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for Twinbee. Overall, I had a great time with this game. I'll admit that I prefer later Twinbee games like Stinger and Poppin' Twinbee, but I'm certainly glad I got a taste of the series' origin, and survived enough knives falling from the sky to tell about it.